Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, man, Madden is playing pretty good right now. It's kind of unfortunate that it's taken us until the end of March, till springtime, to to get to this point. But we'll look at the positives. Is this should be something we can carry into Madden 26 because unless they bring a whole new engine in or something like that, it's going to be kind of the same. You know what I mean? Not really anything that's going to change, which is why you can take a lot of the slider sets I've been doing this year and go back to previous Maddens and put them in there, and it'll play overall pretty well. But anyway, guys, if you happen to not see, there was a pretty big discovery made kind of on accident. Just played around with some stuff that has totally changed the quarterback play for Madden 25, and that's why I'm actually really excited right now. And we dived into it a little bit last stream. Give me 1 second here. Gotta post this over the Discord. Sorry, we dived into it a little bit last stream, and then I actually took some of the footage from when we dived into it on the last stream, and that's where I made that video. So now we're actually going to go ahead and play. We're going to play that game against the Vikings. There was a update today from Madden. So I did the profile delete. I did everything that we should do. We know that games after profile deletes can sometimes play weird. So fingers crossed it doesn't. But there was no gameplay changes here. And even if this game plays weird, because it is the first game after a patch, it gets a pass. Yo, Portland Storm, thank you for coming through, checking out the stream. We are going to go through and play this, and again, as long as the game doesn't play weird because we had that Madden patch, this time around, I will give the full slider setup. I have it posted for YouTube a couple days ago. They've been eating it up, man. It's all good things. The feedback's been solid, and so I'm trying to get a little, another stream or two, and then we'll drop the updated sliders video that I promised wasn't going to come. But I'll drop that with the updated CPU versus CPU slider set, which is finished. And then I got a video I got to make for you guys. I'm ready to roll. That's going to be pretty fun, I think, anyway. So now we got a couple people able to straggle on in here. Before we get started, I just want to check audio check, mic check, music check. Are we all good? Music too loud, too quiet? Just give me the go-ahead on that, and we will fire this sucker up. That is all I am looking for out of y'all right now, if you don't mind. Portland, I'm going to assume that means music and mic are good, and we're good to go, so thank you for that. We're going to rock our alternate helmet here. We're all black, they're all white. I like it. And switch over to my defensive playbook. All right, man. Let's get it. We're playing this full game. I know last time we were playing a quarter, then it turned into a half. Nope. Even if this one's playing weird because of the update. We're going to let it ride. And I didn't eat anything tonight. I'm a little hungry. Got white cheddar. I get the great value. I think it tastes better than the Cheez-Its. Some things, man, some things great value is better than the regular at Walmart. The macaroni and cheese, great value, is elite. They're Thin Mint cookies, and these are top notch. Their pizzas aren't that bad either. Their chips aren't that great. A lot of other things aren't that great, but these ones are pretty good. All right, so let's see if Sam Darnold wants to do what he was doing last time, man. Well, like I said, there was an update today, and it can play weird after that, even with the profile delete. So we'll just ride it out. Or if it acts stupid, I'll restart the game. Yo, Brad, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. Have you got your hands on the sliders I posted after the stream the other day? How's it been playing for you, my guy? I'm very curious how it's been playing for you. Obviously, that first pass play was not what we wanted. To see, but like we said on our stream the other day, you take the good with the bad, and as long as we're seeing that good, we'll let it ride. If he's not playing like he should be, and if this is playing weird, I'll quit and reload it, because sometimes you have to do that with Madden, unfortunately. Sometimes the game just, you can tell, like, you know, you've played the game, you get an experience, and then it doesn't play right. Typically, it's after a profile delete, you know. And I know from playing that first half with against them on what's today? I think it was Monday. We did that. I mean, the defenses were dominating. Offense was tough to come by. We weren't running the ball very, very well. So we're definitely going to monitor that. And is the stream glitching? Because it looks like it's glitching on my end. Please let me know, because I can do the little fix for it if it does glitch. I never know. Lightstream has its days, man. Ah, shoot. I wanted to go deep, but then they had it, so now I looked to come underneath. Wasn't quick enough. That's why they were locked up in man. You had Mahomes juke a guy in the open field? How did he look when he was throwing the football, though? Like, as far as the types of passes he was attempting, things like that. How was that? Madden 25 is my baby now. Yeah, it's tough, bro, because since honestly the new year hit, the college football 25 interest has just declined, but Madden has stayed. Oh, good run. I'll be honest, I do want to go and test these little discoveries in college football and see if they translate. Most likely we'll need some different auto subs and stuff like that, but I want to see if the overall, there we go, good deep shot, I like it. I want to see if the overall stream's a little glitchy. God dang it, thanks for letting me know. I gotta do this. All right, let me know if that fixed it. Let me know if the music's still there too. That was good. You saw a good range of passes, medium, short. Okay. Did he avoid the? Was he avoiding pressure a little bit? Throwing as guys were about to hit him, stuff like that. You know. Hopefully, take some less sacks. Had good awareness inside the pocket. Heck yeah. So yeah, guys, I do apologize if the stream's a little glitchy. Lightstream it's a hit or miss with that DNS server, man, unfortunately. So let me know. I did the little refresh trick. A lot of times it works. Sometimes I have to do it a couple times. Let me know if, why did it not let me cut back upfield there? I should have like 5 more yards. Let me know if it's better, and also if the music is still there, please. Fullback making a play. He never gets the rock. Sidestepping and making a pass. Love that. Good. That means you were seeing what I've been seeing, you know, which is why I dropped that for everyone. Too short of a field, I think. We'll let it ride. No. We'll hand this off. Oh, okay. Good defense. Is the stream better, you guys? Good D. Third and 1. We will hand this off. All right, we got to make the most out of this possession here. I need to get clips for that. That's why I asked. I mean, I have a few, but it's easier if I had 10 to 15 people sending one clip in the Discord, that video would come very quickly. All right, we'll take it. Not a sack. Could someone verify that the stream isn't glitchy anymore and that the music is on and running? Because whenever I do that refresh, the music disconnects and I have to reconnect it, so I never... There we go, got the first. Yeah, I need to do a better job of keeping mine too. That's the thing. Like, otherwise, I have to go back and look through streams. There we go. Let's see how they answer. That's a good drive. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate that. I'm paranoid about that. Thanks, Chili. Appreciate the feedback, bro. And I posted that question on the community tab today because I'm curious. Like, you know, I've been working on Madden still, and I have PGA, but you know, I don't think I have a lot of subscribers who are interested in PGA. Well, then 2K has been kind of weird. Anyway, so I asked to see if people are playing. It turns out the majority of people are still playing Madden in college football. So I feel like I can still stream it and have people interested. That's the one thing I don't want to do is be streaming games and content that my subscribers aren't interested in watching. I'd like to stick with what they like and are curious about watching. And when I'm having a good time playing a game, then it's like one of those extra special, you know, like if I'm not really feeling a game, but I need to stream it because I know everybody else wants to watch it, it's cool, but it's not the same as when I'm like excited to play a game, you know? Brad, no, because there is, I'd say, a 70% chance the Packers trade back out of the first round. They seem to do it every 3 or 4 years, and they're due. So I'm not that excited because I don't think they're actually going to make a pick. And I think 23 overall they have. I don't think they're going to do it. Yo, appreciate all 18 of you in the stream. If you could do me a favor, like the video, really helps me out, and I do appreciate it. We need pass rush help. So I would like them to, if there's a guy there that's an edge rusher, that's where I want them to go. Here's the thing. Do they need receiver help? Sure. But you're not going to get, you're more likely to get the productivity they need from an edge rusher year one than a wide receiver, especially in a draft class where wide receiver is considered weak. It's not considered a strong draft class. And you think about how many rookie wide receivers have come in and really been that impactful. You know, when you look at who the Packers have on the roster, right? You're asking a guy to come in, be more impactful than a healthy Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed. That's just, if anything, you're going to get a guy who's going to come in and be the same productivity-wise. Bring the same. However, I do think at 23, they're more likely that they could find, good seal. I thought he was going to get more than that. They could find a guy who can get after the passer and not necessarily get sacks, just get pressure. Just tighten up how much time they have to throw. Green Bay actually ended up being a top team in sacks last year, although they got those sacks against a bunch of the shittier teams. And against the better teams like the Lions, the Vikings, and the Eagles, those are only three, and the Bears week 17, but they are week 18 or whatever, that didn't really count. But the main teams they lost to they only lost to the Lions, Vikings, and Eagles. They lost all 2 times, and they didn't get the sacks in those games. So and we saw you get Jalen Hurts, or you pressure Jalen Hurts. He's susceptible. You pressure Sam Darnold, Jared Goff. That's where you have your chance to win. So I hope they go edge, because they didn't make, unless they're going to make a draft day trade for Trey Hendrickson or Micah Parsons. They got to go. You got to go edge rusher, man. Secondary's fine. Even with Jair Alexander out for half the season, their pass defense was fine. And their pass defense was having to defend for 4.5, 5 seconds instead of like 3.5. Rush defense was all right. It was good enough. Offensive line's in a good spot. Gave up the second fewest sacks last year. I mean, Smokey, it don't matter. It don't matter. Portland Storm. So I give the sliders for testing to all my YouTube members. That's one of their perks for being a member. However, so I posted that for them the other day. However, then when I do live streams, whoever comes and hangs out in the live stream too, after members have had their chance, I will give the sliders during the live stream for those who, came and supported the live stream. So if you're not a member, which you are not, if you're able to hang out through the live stream, then the sliders will be shown for you to test that way. I hate the lighting in this. Never build a canopy stadium. Never build a canopy stadium if you rebuild. The lighting is the worst. Oh, it's brutal. Stupid string. All right. We get Shaheed there in a little hitch. Yes. But not enough. We're going for it. No, we're not. We're on our side of the 50. Never mind. I thought we were on their 50 for some reason. Dang it. I was thinking we could get that quick and he could just run. They're not going to go cornerback. I don't think. They just signed Nate Hobbs. If they were going to trade Jair Alexander, they would have done it already. Or they would have already announced he's going to be a June 1st designation cut and let him start talking to teams, like the Jets did for Aaron Rodgers. So the fact that they didn't trade him during all that stuff, and they haven't announced that he's going to be a cut, a post-June 1st cut or whatever. The thing, they're either going to, if they trade him during the draft, obviously, right, then we go corner. But right now, you assume that Jaw's on the roster. And then you have Hobbs, Jair Alexander, Ballantyne, Keyshawn Nixon. You got Bullard, who we drafted last year, who looked really good in the slot at times. I mean, I think we're okay. Obviously, if you trade Jaw or cut him, they'll draft a cornerback for sure. You'd think anyway. But I really hope that round 1 is edge rusher, round 2 is wide receiver, or defensive tackle, interior defensive lineman, right? Because they did lose TJ Slayton. Oh, there we go. There we go, Freeman. Huge return. Obviously, I would like to see him they could take a wide receiver, whenever it makes sense, right? I don't want him to reach for a guy. But whenever the guy there, it makes sense. Take a wide receiver. Then I want him to go edge rusher. Let's go edge rusher, interior defensive lineman, offensive lineman. You always want to draft a guy offensive line. Always have a guy that you can just kind of work on, develop. You never know where you're going to hit. Wide receiver. Those are the 5 that I'd really want them to go with. We're good on running back because they have Marshawn Lloyd from last year who didn't play. He got hurt. He was there all year, got hurt. If they decide to move on from Luke Musgrave, then obviously maybe take a tight end to go along with Kraft. But we're good there. Good at the safety position. So, yeah, I mean, edge rusher, interior defensive lineman, offensive lineman, wide receiver, secondary, you know, that's where we'd want to be. However that falls. Yeah, they were thinking about it too because he's been hurt a lot, right? And they're paying him a lot of money to play in like half the games. So I will say Sam Darnold's not playing the way that he was last game. I mean, he's been kind of check downish. He did take a couple medium range shots, but he's not looking how he was. I really don't like it. I kind of want to start it over. Because he's not doing anything. And, you know, sometimes we have to do that after a profile delete. I think I am, honestly. We're still early enough. He's not doing anything. He's not doing what he was doing last time. Look at it. He's got a 4.0 average. Last time he had a 12. He's 9 for 12, but he's just a check down merchant. I think we're gonna do that. They are running the ball, which I like, but I'm not feeling it. You know, I'm starting over, man. It's profile delete, patch update. Let's just get the game plan right. And there was no gameplay update, so it's just one of those things. That you have to do sometimes. Such is the life of Madden. Get through all this. All right, we'll get to see right away. God dang it. See if we see that difference. See if we see what we were seeing the other day. Was it Sunday? When did we do that? Or maybe it was Monday. All right, let's see. See the difference. I will tell you, go. There it looks a little bit better. He wasn't just instantly checking it down. I will tell you though, this gameplay, which has been very consistent, for everyone's been rocking it, has made me want to start over. Which is weird because I'm 3 years in. I normally don't make it this far. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking because he got rid of it instead of taking that sack. That's how we know. That's how we know. Good D. All right, what are we doing here? 3rd and 12? Okay. Good defensive possession. Gave up a couple yards. Gave up a first down, but 2 first downs? Then we, where is mine? Okay, good defense. Sorry, I had to change something here. Oh. Good D, good D, good D, good D. Shoot. Sorry guys, I am just editing something real quick. So I'm a little distracted. All right, we're good to go though. What do we want to do here? I like this player here. Shaheed on the out. Depends on how the blitz looks. No blitz. Oh, shoot. I shifted my line to the right, and they all came from the left. That's, yeah, I literally thought they were going to come from the right side. So I shift my line over there, and then they all come from the other side. That sucks. All right, well. Back at it again. See what Sam Darnold does this time. No. Oh, god dang it. I screwed that up. I screwed that one up. I had him. I thought he was going to run backwards, and then he kind of juked me out. Like, he's doing the shit we don't like, right? He is dropped back right here. And again, EA needs to fix this because he has the lane right there. If he's not going to throw it, why are you turning around? You could step up in the pocket, right? Not to mention, he has a guy right here, and Justin Jefferson wide open. He could throw it. We've seen him make that throw before. Either way, I digress. This is an issue. Turns like he's going to spin out, right? And so when he did that little hezzy right there, I thought he was going to go up inside. That's why my guy turned. So because look, he's turning, right? And he looks like he's going to come this way. And then when he stops and he goes like this, I thought he was going inside. And of course, the delayed animation, I go and run that way, and then he goes outside still. What's up, N890? What's going on, man? Yo, Trey, what's going on, fam? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. There he slings one into coverage. Here we go. Like I said, we'll take the good with the bad. Especially if we can get a significant amount more good than bad. We're going to double up on the outside here. If they're not running it, this would be a good play for them to run it. Oh, they get the false start. Good run. No, get him. I didn't want to switch there until after second level. All right. All right, we'll take a 3rd and 8. We're going to zone blitz it here. Sim pressure 3. And we'll play the sticks. We'll rush with Khalil Mack. Is Hawkins? Nope, he's not. Oh, why'd he carry him? Good defense. I think I wasn't supposed to rush with Khalil Mack. He didn't hurt us, though. This one's feeling more like how we played the other day. It was really, really defensive to start. Like each team was kind of filling each other out. And we were seeing some good throws from the quarterback. We'll take 5. Now we can run it twice. Should be able to run it twice. We have 2 total yards. Negative 2 total yards. That's not good. Be patient. All right. Just pound this up the middle. Pick up our first down. And reset our offense. Figure out what we want to do here. There we go. All right, now we can play action, take a shot. We should have one-on-one with Shaheed on the outside, depending on what that safety does. And that's where we'll want to look. I couldn't get it over there. Shoot, good pick. Dang it. Couldn't get over there, and I predetermined my throw. Pats are going to be fun again. Dude, yes. And the plan, Trey, is to bring these into year 4 in the SGN League 2. I've had 6 or 7 people test these CPU versus CPU. It's been consistent across the board, the gameplay. And even in the online setting to mirror our league. Oh, whoa. Where did our linebacker go? Okay. You're just waiting on post-draft rosters. I feel like by the time a post-draft roster is out, because it's going to take them a little while. Well, they might actually have all the prospects made, and they just have to sign the teams and stuff. But at that point, it's going to be tough to really dive into Madden, because we're talking a month from now, right? Draft is actually over my birthday. Would have been a really fun time to go for my birthday. Go to Green Bay, go to Lambeau for the first time, all for my birthday. Would have been awesome, but not in the cards. But you think about it. So end of April, I'm not even going to count that as a sack. That's play action. I don't know why he came through unblocked, and it wasn't me either. What? That's just a glitch, dude. That's just EA needing to overhaul offensive line, D-line interactions, because there's no reason with us rushing 4 guys that the left guard should be leaving him wide open. None. Anyway, though, getting back to my point, you're looking at like the beginning of May, right? Most likely for like a good roster to be done. Well, beginning of May, I guess you could get a month in, because at the end of May, what is it? We get a Madden beta. There's 2 Madden betas, right? There's one always the end of May, beginning of June, and then there's one always like a month later, the beginning of July. And but they're probably going to change their time frame up a little bit. Let's see here. Last year the beta was the beginning of June. And then there was a second one right before college football came out. Oh, nice freaking seed, Darnold. So when you factor in college football comes out in July, I don't know, they might do a college football 25 beta this year. Madden does a beta. Why can't they get a college football beta? Oh, good run. It'd be cool if they did a run or a beta for college football. But, I mean, they haven't sent out emails for anyone to sign up for it yet, so probably not. I hope they go back to how they used to do it and have college football come out the first week of July instead of the second week. Give us a little bit more of a gap between college football and Madden. All right, let's not throw an interception this drive. We have negative 4 yards of offense. That doesn't even seem real. Woo! So happy Trevor Lawrence is fast. That could have been bad. If all Madden 26 is they revamp the quarterback logic, so we don't get those. They actually step up in the pocket instead of drop back, return and run away. They rework offensive line interactions with the D-line and then give us some franchise stuff. I'll be happy. That's all I need from them. Rework quarterback play, rework offensive line. Give us some more franchise stuff, which they did bring Josh Lumen in to do, so we will get franchise stuff. Get rid of the abilities that are unrealistic, copy abilities similar to like college football. I've been begging for them to go away from XP-based progression for a decade. I don't think it's going to happen. Yo, Telio, thank you for coming through the stream, supporting, and also being a member and supporting me that way, man. I appreciate you so much. Hopefully you've had a chance to try the new sliders that are posted for members and have had a good experience. Seen some new things. Ah, they got that one with Hawkinson. We're going to get it now with Juwan Johnson. Let's go. Uh-oh. If they're blitzing, we're cooked. Nope, they dropped. Ah, there we go. All right, let's run this. We're down here. No stupid turnovers. Let's establish our ground game. And do we want to do like a little RPO? I think we do. I think we're feeling a little RPO. Oh, block better, Olave. Sorry, we still got some yardage. I like this right here. Clear him out, Shaheed and Freeman. Now that linebacker over Johnson's going to take Miller in the flat. Yup. So we'll just do that. Tie it up. They were in man coverage. Or, no, they weren't. Looked like they were at the snap. What if they were in a man shell? It would be really cool to show, like when they show the previous play, if it would show what shell they were in. I think that'd be a really great way to help people learn. Yo, Brandon, what's going on, fam? There is no video with the new updated sliders. I did a little stream with them on, was it Sunday or Monday? And then I did a members post for the members to start testing them to give some feedback. Their feedback has been solid, so we're doing a stream here. I will give the sliders at the end of this stream as a thank you to everyone who has tuned in. But I always got to give my members a couple days first. And then as long as the feedback holds up, I get some more people. I have like a certain number in my head of people that I want to verify, hey, this is what we're experiencing. And it's all kind of consistent with what I've been seeing and stuff like that. No, good play. Once I have that amount, then I drop the slider video. The CPU versus CPU sliders are done. Yeah, when you're on defense, Alex, you have to click R3. Whenever you're on defense and the CPU quarterback takes off and run, just click R3. It'll make your defenders leave what they're doing and go after the quarterback. Yeah, appreciate. Yeah, thank you, Brandon. Yeah, I try to get as much outside testing as possible in. I don't want it to just be this is my experience, so here you go. I like having to fall. I like that I can fall back on. These are a lot of people's experiences. We're getting a consensus that X Y Z is occurring, and it's a positive experience. So here are the sliders. That way, when you have one or two people who come in the comment section and like, oh, this was bad, I'm typically, I know that they did something. They were off on something. They skipped through the video a little bit or whatever like that. Because if you get 10 to 15 people that are having the same experience, that's an overwhelming amount, if you ask me, even on a grand scale, that it should equal to that. You know, you're going to have the majority of people have, oh no, good seal. But the majority of people should have the same experience as well. And then you have those just outliers, you know, and there's some people who just don't pay attention. They set stuff in the main menu that they shouldn't. They don't do the main menu, or they don't do stuff in the menu that they should, or they do stuff in the main menu that they shouldn't. They don't do the auto subs. They don't do the XP sliders. They leave abilities on, you know, just a bunch of different variables. People like to skip through and not follow it, you know, and I get it. I make my slider videos and they are a little bit long. They're like 15 minutes long, where I could honestly just go through and have that video done in 7 minutes. But I like to be thorough and explain everything so that when people come through and have problems, I can just be like, did you do X, Y, or Z? It was all listed in the video. And there's been a lot of times where people are like, oh, I kind of skipped that part. I jumped ahead, you know, and I'm like, whoa, you know. Like the last Madden Slider video, because I was getting it asked so many times, like, hey, what do we set for the main menu besides, you know, injuries, fatigue, threshold, parity? I decided to go in the actual slider video and say, hey guys, this is all you need to set in the main menu. Don't set anything else. Leave it all alone. Still have people commenting, asking me, hey, what do I set in the main menu? I literally go back, pull a timestamp, reply to them with a timestamp of me answering, because they didn't watch it, you know? It's just better to do that. Man, I feel like our running game was just doing really well. I should just continue. Oh, we got a Lave. Way to hang on to it. It's his first target of the game. Need to get him more involved. Oh, Brad, dude, I laugh too, though. I get a little frustrated because I'm like, man, I literally answered this in the video, but now I'm just like, instead of answering them, it actually takes me more time to go into the video, watch till I know I answer it, grab the timestamp, and respond than would just be to say, this is all you do. But I'm trying to drive home a point. I'm trying to drive home a point. Like, the reason my videos are long is because I'm giving you all the information you need. Aveda, yeah, that video's coming soon. I have had overwhelming positive with the new CPU versus CPU sliders. Not from just myself, but like 5, 6, 7 other people testing it. Overwhelming. With a lot of the changes, literally the user versus CPU and CPU versus CPU are the closest to each other that they've been all year as far as what's the difference between the two. Yo, Ghostface Digital, I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you so much for the kind words. That's my goal. I'm trying to make Madden more enjoyable for people. Of course, we all want a better experience. gameplay wise and franchise wise. But if we can be positive and make the most out of what we have to work with and squeeze every ounce out of the potential gameplay in Madden, and then we can have a good experience, at least a better experience than not having a football game to play. Uh-oh. I'm looking like the dang... There we go. I'll say I'm looking like the dang CPU quarterback running. I went one way and I was like, nope, not there. Let's go the other way. There we go. Good answer. Yeah, Brad, I'm with you there, man. And the difference in the quarterback play has what's been the game changer. Yo, Twisted, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in over on Twitch. Appreciate you. Alex, no, you still need to change their playbook. And honestly, their scheme. I can tell you, Big Papa and I did a test stream between ourselves. We don't post it for everybody else. We just did it between ourselves. Chiefs Broncos. Yesterday, and I gave the Chiefs the Colts playbook and changed their scheme to a vertical power run, and they ran the heck out of the ball. And then they were taking deep shots too. Oh, Arnold. See, now we're getting the quarterback gameplay that I was hoping for to see you guys on stream. It hasn't been quite to the level that we saw in the first half the other day, but we're still seeing good things. In fact, we've only sacked Darnold one time, and it was on that play action where he got sacked while he was doing the handoff. Smokey asked, when do you release the new sliders to everyone? Very soon, my guy. Basically, hold on. Basically, I had the sliders posted for YouTube members, right? And those members have had a couple days to play with them. They've given me great feedback. So now I wanted to do the stream, the full gameplay stream, because I didn't get to do that the other day. And then whoever's hanging out here will get a chance to test the sliders. Hopefully, whichever you guys are here at that time, at the end of this video, when I give the sliders, test it out. Give me feedback, because I need the feedback. Whether you give it to me in the Discord or on this video, doesn't matter to me. I just need the feedback, right? So I'm hoping that those of you who hang around and get that to test, give me feedback. Once I get a couple more people give me feedback, and as long as it's positive, and it doesn't sound like anything needs to be adjusted or tweaked based off of today's non-gameplay related patch, but it's EA, so you never know. Then I drop those sliders. It sounds like a lot, but really, today's Wednesday. Yeah, it's for CPUs versus CPU, Alexander. Yes, and I actually just played the Ravens. Now, it wasn't with these new sliders, but I did play them. User versus CPU, but CPU versus CPU, done the Ravens, but changing playbooks and scheme. It's really crucial for Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens, Lions. Who else? Ooh! Oh, we had a pick there. They did that instead of kicking the field goal. But most likely you'll always have to change those teams' schemes. So, or just deal with it, you know. But it's easy to do in franchise, so. We had the Ravens run the ball. We gave them the Panthers playbook or the Commanders playbook. It was one of the two. There are ones that definitely work. But yeah, so Smokey, anyway, I should answer my thought to you. It's Wednesday night. Get some folks the option to test the sliders after the game. Get 2 or 3 days of feedback. Get people to let me know by Saturday. As long as I'm seeing good things through Saturday from feedback, then I make the video. Probably drop it on Sunday for YouTube members, and then it'll be 3 days later for all non-members. You know what I mean? Because I know you guys think, well, hey, why do the members need to have early access if there's a members post? Because I'll be honest with you guys, there's like 450 YouTube members, and I would tell you right now that about 400 of them don't even pay attention to those posts. They're not even realizing that. They see all the videos, but they're not seeing the post. And so I still got to do that. Oh my, let's go. Caught him napping. Power run. Yeah, it was power run because Derrick Henry, and then, or was it the spread? The West Coast spread or something. I literally matched up with what Carolina was, but they were running the ball with Derrick Henry, man. There we go. Smokey, don't make me answer that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't watched a lick of college basketball this year. First time in my life. Haven't watched any of it. I haven't even watched any of the March Madness tournament. Haven't watched a lick. I just haven't. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. So, okay, let me rephrase that. I'm a huge fan of what NIL is doing for these kids and allowing them to make some money, for considering how much money these schools make off of them, 100%. But it's also, in my opinion, hurt the quality of the game to an extent, right? You look at this, we didn't have a lot of the games weren't very good, not a lot of upsets, because all the good players are getting paid at these schools. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You didn't see a lot of upsets. And then also, I'm a Kansas fan, and they've been absolutely dog water all year. Lost in the first round for the first time since when? I mean, believe me, as a Kansas fan, I've witnessed some shit, man, like Bucknell and some really bad losses when they were supposed to be the cream of the crop. But just haven't been feeling it, man. And if it makes anyone feel better, I've watched about 5 minutes of the NBA. I don't enjoy watching 83s a game being shot. I just don't. Don't enjoy it. I mean, that's the NBA we live in, man. Teams average 43s a game. You have 80 combined threes. Yeah, I have a couple Duke friends. I have a couple friends who are Duke fans. There we go, if I could spit it out of my mouth. I just always liked the upsets, or even the close games, and we didn't really get a lot. Yeah, we had a couple 12 seeds beating 5 seeds like we always do, but nothing crazy. Yeah. And here, don't get me wrong. I know college is not like that. College, they still play defense. They have intensity. But honestly, I just, I don't know. 2K kind of made me depressed and took me out of a basketball mood this year. I am still working on dropping an updated slider set for 2K, but, I started working on it, 3 weeks ago? And then I just stopped because I haven't been, it's just, yeah. It's just one of those things. Shoot, I was trying to playmaker my guy so I could throw it to him, and it was taking too long when we got the sack. Dang it. I wanted to hit him on the side there. I wish that EA would program scramble drills for wide receivers. Instead, they sit there and they hold their hands up the whole time while you're running around. They don't do the actual scramble drill. All right, guys, we have a good game going here. 21-14. We're going to crack open. We've earned a chelada. A Modelo chelada. I don't know why those things are so dang addicting, but they are. Unbelievably good. Smokey's preaching facts, bro. It's weird because it's weird saying Smokey because not to give too much information about myself out, but I'm 36 years old. I got my first dog when I was 19. Little wiener dog. That dog's name is Smokey. Still alive. 18 years old. So my very first dog I got at 19, because I turned 37 next month. My very first dog that I got, name is Smokey. He's 18 years old and still kicking. Love it. Lives with my parents, doesn't live with me. I have my 2 dogs, behind me. Good run. But yeah, so it's weird. It's weird when I'm like Smokey. I was like, that's my very first dog's name, man. Good D. Let's throw some shells in here. I haven't done much of that yet. There we go. No. Oh, get there. I will say this too. So far, we have 3rd and 3. We're gonna show cover 0. We're gonna do this. Fireman. There we go. We have 2 sacks on Sam Darnold, but really it's 1 sack because the one was he was doing play action. Oh no, Justin Jefferson just torched Kool-Aid. One of the sacks was he was doing a play action and our defensive tackle tackled him as he was doing the fake handoff, which I do not count as a sack. Like, it counts as a sack, but I don't count it as a sack. Alex, I liked late 90s basketball. Oh, you don't have to say sorry. You don't gotta say sorry. I liked late 90s basketball, but I also liked 2000s basketball. Was really fun too, man. Yeah, AI, T-Mac, Vince Carter, Yao Ming, Kobe, of course. LeBron was in there for a lot of that. Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Stephen Marbury, KG. I mean, up through 2000, honestly about 2012. Yeah, I like 2000s basketball a lot. 100%. Tried to get it out there quick. I got picked off on a similar play last time. So I was trying to get it out there quick and safe so I don't get picked off again, and I just overthrew them. What are they doing here? I might have a Olave. We might have a Olave here. Nope. We got Shaheed. We're going to hit with the screen. We haven't ran a screen all game. There we go. There we go. You guys ever had these chiladas from Modelo? The Budweiser one counts too. I mean, same thing. You guys ever had them? I don't know what it is, but they're so freaking addicting. No. Come on, offensive line. Get him again with this draw. Let him get him with the draw here. Yep, caught him. There we go. With him with his play action here. I'm going to try to draw him off sides too. I haven't tried that all game. And maybe I can, depending on what they do, I'd like to go deep. No! I wanted the free play. I wanted the free play, not the 5 yards, but I'll take it. There we go, Olave, making plays. That's what we like. Smokey, I 100% believe so. 100%. They see how much people want college stuff, and they're going to do it. Honestly, 2K is in the best position because they've been making a basketball game where NBA Live last posted on X that they were canceling NBA Live 20 and they were going to continue to work on it and that the game would come back. And that's been 5 years ago. And they haven't posted since. So I don't even know if EA has anything. You'd think that if they were actually working on the game, that they wouldn't be, because NBA Live 19 was not that bad. You'd think that if they were working on a game, that they would have been able to drop one by now. You don't bring out NBA Live 20, so you want another dev cycle to work on it? Okay, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's 6 years between releases. They made College Football 25 in 3. So what's going on in EA with a basketball game? So it's going to be 2K. It's going to be 2K. 2K isn't going to, you think about it, EA already had all the Madden stuff. They were making a football game, and it still took them 3 years to make college football. Ed, you're giving me college football settings, brother. I'm playing Madden, but for college football, yes. Twisted, where are you at? You can 100% get that beer. Do they sell Modelo's or Budweiser where you live? Wherever you live? I love he's going to JJ now. Love that. Threading the needle. $15 years is right. I still have my college hoops 2K8, but NBA Live or March Madness 10 or NCAA Basketball 10 is what it was called. Wasn't a bad game either. And the really cool thing about that game is the dual presentation, right? They had CBS and ESPN. And I believe that you can get the game on an emulator on your PC. And then you can get mods for it, like graphic mods and rosters and stuff like that. I think it's on RP3 or whatever it's called, the emulator. Look at the deep shot from Darnold to Justin Jefferson. Woo! Man, this game's so fun and quarterback play is this good. But I've been debating getting NCAA Basketball 10 because of the amazing presentation. And then I wasn't really making sliders at the time. I didn't really do sliders back in 2010. But it'd be fun to do it now. Oh. Big return, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Dude, that presentation was so good. And the fact that they have Gus Johnson. How many people in here played NCAA basketball 10? We got 22 people in here. If there's people in here who haven't, don't know what it was, after this, before I do the sliders, we'll watch that trailer for that. You guys will not believe what we were getting 15 years ago compared to now, and how it's regressed. Oh man, they are really... Smokey, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, Baron, it was great. And the presentation was great too. Yeah, I'm on 13 and 100 now. 13 minutes, 15-second runoff. I'm still on 100 threshold. No! Couldn't get anybody open in time. I'm on 13 minutes. I should be on 13 minutes. Maybe I'm not. I thought I was on 13 and 15. I am for the CPU versus CPU sliders. Maybe I forgot to switch it over. We'll find out right now. The CPU versus CPU sliders, I switched to 13 minutes and 15 runoff. I was going to do the same for the user sliders, but I might have forgotten. Your last NBA game was NBA Jam on the Sega Genesis. I mean, that's not a bad game to have be your last one. I'm on 12 on this, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tested the 13 and 15 for user versus CPU. I really like it on the CPU versus CPU, and I do plan on switching over to it. The main thing is making sure that my play call totals do not get inflated, because what sucks with this game is that we can get realistic play call totals, and I did the math on this. Oh my God, they are just running the ball down our throat. I did the math on this. So we know that we want to have 60, 65 plays on average, and we can get that. But when you go through a season and you break down the CPU teams and how many plays they're running, they're averaging around 55 plays per game. So we actually have to shortchange ourselves so we're not leading the NFL in stats, because we're getting 10 plays per game more, right? And I mean, if any of you are in a franchise and you've played at least 6 or 7 games, so you can get an idea, go through, grab 5 different CPU teams, and all you got to do is go grab how many pass plays they've had, include the sacks, it's listed right there, and then go look at how many carries they've had, add it all up, divide it by the games played, you'll get about 15. Or excuse me, 55. Wow. You'll get about 55 plays, which is significantly, I mean, that's actually a significant amount, fewer than real life, right? If we're looking at 60 to 65 for real life and they're 50 to 55 in the game, that's a decent amount. That's over 10%. It's like 15%. And so if you're playing and you're getting these extra plays, well, you're going to have more passing yards, more rushing yards, more sacks, and probably give up more yards too, which is why a lot of times people can have a really good offense, but also really bad defense as far as the numbers are concerned. It's also where the user can lead the league in sacks or be at the top in sacks when they shouldn't be. It's because they are getting more, they're getting 15% more plays, more chance to get those sacks. And with the run-pass ratios being what we know they are, there's a good chance of those extra 10 plays, 6 to 7 of them, probably 7 to 8 of them are passes. So your chance of getting an extra sack, pretty likely. Oh my God. Right, and that's the thing is it's a difficult trying to balance. We want to. It's not even about getting the realistic NFL numbers anymore. Now it's about getting the realistic play totals that the CPU does and their sims. I just threw it out there. I wasn't trying to take a sack again. No, you're right, Portland. I'm still curious where Twisted lives. You're 100% correct, Ed. Sam Darnold, slow start to the game, has really heated up. We're going to do something to take that away. We're going to defend underneath. We're going to have to get some pressure on him. Deep shot. No! He got matched up with a linebacker. That's what I'm saying, y'all. With the way I have these quarterbacks playing now, they're going to push the ball down the field. And if you give them a matchup, they're going to take advantage of it. All right. Yeah, this has been right, Portland. And I this sometimes happens after those updates, even with the profile delete. Right? It is crazy that happens, but that's why I always let people know. Sometimes you just got to do these things. I'm not even returning. All right, we got 4 minutes to go down, score touchdown. We won't have Khalil Mack. We will have Clark, who just got torched. All right, and he was in there because Mack was hurt. I am keeping that in the back of my mind. You're right. We'll see how I'm feeling if we score that touchdown. Yo, this is what we gave up 3 first-round picks and Spencer Rattler for, is Trevor Lawrence to help us win these games. All right, we can be slow and efficient. Not super slow, but we don't want to score too quickly where then they have a chance to go down and kick a field goal. as far as going for 2, that will depend on how much time is left. If I am able to score and they have 3 timeouts and there's a decent amount of time left, I will probably... I'm going to run this real quick. Nope, I'm going to go to 2-minute warning. I would probably kick it and play for overtime. If there's like 35, 45 seconds left, that's when I would, trying to think, 3 timeouts, I'd probably want it to be less than 45 seconds for sure. Good block. Got the first. There we go. What do I want here? I want neither of those. I'm really trying to work this where there's not time left for them. Go get that block. Thank you. Go, Shaheed. Good move, Shaheed. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, what do we want to do here? We're at the 15-yard line, minute 23. I'm feeling this play action jailbreak scrape to Olave. I am feeling it right now. I'll take 5. I don't care. Could have been more. I'll take 5. We're going to run it now. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, they're going to let us score. They just gave us that. Those sneaky bastards. They just gave us that. So now you think about it. They have 3 timeouts with like 50 seconds left. What's the best team scheme to run for CPU versus CPU? Honestly, I leave there's only 5 or 6 teams, 45 seconds left. I'm not. They have 3 timeouts. All world Justin Jefferson. I'm not going to be in a position where I'm making them have to kick 3. I'm letting them try to be a little conservative here. If there was 30 seconds, I would have went for 2. But 3 timeouts, only needing a field goal. Justin Jefferson out there, who's already just torched my secondary all game. Anyway, to answer your question about the best team scheme to run for CPU versus CPU, you can literally leave the majority of teams. There's only a handful of teams that are pretty rough. The Detroit Lions, the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Eagles, the Ravens. We're going to go dime, and we're going to go here. We're going to go here. But a lot of teams have great or good, pretty good run pass ratios. The 49ers have a pretty rough one. They're pretty rough. I would change them. But Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals, all pretty good. There's our first ugly sack of the day. So we really have 3 sacks. One of them doesn't count. I don't remember the other sack. I remember 2. I don't remember the third. So I run the Bears playbook in the SGN League Portland, and I get a lot of runs. Bears playbook. But the Panthers and the Jaguars and the Raiders are heavy run. Panthers run it a lot. Jaguars run it a lot. Raiders, I think, might be the best. The Seahawks runs it a lot. I really like the Bears playbook for running. Obviously, I'm using it in the SGN League. Who's your team for your CPU versus CPU? And like, how many years in are you? Because it's going to be a roster too. Browns is good, Broncos is good, Chargers is good. Giants is decent. Bucks is decent. Falcons isn't the greatest. I honestly have no idea about the Saints book. I don't think I've ever played a CPU versus CPU game against the Saints. And I haven't watched one. I don't know if I matched up against them in the SGN League. If I did, it was year one and I don't remember. Titans. Titans have a pretty good run playbook. Packers are pretty good. You need to try my new CPU versus CPU sliders. But if you're getting a lot of that, switch the Titans playbook to the Raiders or the Jaguars. No, I mean, if you're getting a lot, I would try Raiders or Jaguars. Oh, good run, Kendrick Miller. If I do decide to start over, you guys know me, I'm a big fan of taking the Rams, moving them back to St. Louis. But what I don't like is that I can use all their old jerseys, but I have to keep their new logo. I hate their new logo, and I hate their new colors. I love the old Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, after their 99 season, of course, jerseys. So I was looking on Team Builder. I wanted to go make my own, and I don't have the skills to do it. Like, I started, and I was just having issues. I was getting frustrated, and so I found some that are actually pretty cool. So they're not the exact same jerseys, for the Rams, from the 2000s, but they're very, very similar. And then the dude actually changed the helmet up a little bit, and I actually really like how the helmet looks. It's really cool, and it would give me the blue on blue, an option to have an option to go gold on gold and white on white, and they have and he has an alternate helmet in there too. Oh no, good defense. We're gonna have to punt. And I think that's the ones I would go for, because I was like, the jerseys look very, very similar. And the helmets are different, but in such a good way. And I saw a lot of helmets on there that people tried, and I was just like, not a fan of it. I want the ram horn in there. But he did the ram horn in there, but he did like a two-tone color scheme. And it looked really good. And that's what I'm thinking about. Let's go over here in the 2-4. And we're going to get over here in this 2-man. We're going to run the cover 3. Yeah, Portland. Send me a DM in the Discord. I'll send you over the CPU versus CPU sliders to test out. That's what I was doing for the CPU sliders all along, is I've been telling people, you want to try them? Hit me up in the Discord. Send me a DM. And I'll send them on over. Khalil Mack was out for the game, and now he's in here. Oh, good defense. All right. We got to stop him here. We can get the ball back. We can stop him here. Let's go cover 3 shell, cover 1 hole. I don't necessarily like being one-on-one versus Justin Jefferson, but I'm hoping my 4-man rush can create pressure. Yes, we're going to get pressure. Nope. Who was I just talking about? That's a killer. Good pocket. I don't know what's up with our coverage. I guess I did defend medium. That's kind of killing me. There's a deep shot. Knock it out. Thank you. I 100% agree with you, Yahweh. I hope that they do that for next year. I don't know why Team Builder needs to be online. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, no, they got it. That might be it, y'all. They're at the 40. It's a 57-yard field goal right now. I mean, if they gain 5 yards, it's over. Ooh. I need a sack or a holding or something. That's game. Now they're under 50 yards. Yeah, no, 100%. You didn't have to be online to do it. So why they needed that this year, I don't know. Unless it's EA just shoving online down our throats. Because it makes no sense. I get for college football to an extent so that people can't like create real players or whatever. But Madden? Well, we're going to lose, y'all. Are they trotting out their kicker? Nope. Why are they... Oh my God, Justin Jefferson. Setting records on my ass. Probably. Remember when I was complaining that Justin Jefferson wasn't getting a lot of targets? I'd take that back. I'd take that back. Man. Why are they... A field goal ends it. I've had the ball. Why are you doing something that could potentially cost you to lose the game, like a turnover? Not lose the game, but watch them not kick a field goal. They like run the clock out. Now I take a timeout with 37 seconds left. Interesting. And they're not even in a field goal formation, you guys. You guys. Why are they running a play here? They don't have any timeouts left. EA, your logic, bro. Your logic. Oh, that should have been a pick. We dropped a pick. That would have ended the game. They should have been kicking this field goal. They're still not kicking the field goal. What are we doing, EA? What? They're not kicking a field goal. What is going on here? Oh my God. What just happened? so I don't lose because the CPU didn't want to kick a field goal. We kicked a field goal. Like, I've had the ball already. There's no time left. So look at Sam Darnold's average, 12.4. I can live with 74%. We know the other day when I ran this, the first half, he's at 51%. So depending on your game plan and whatever, that'll fluctuate. But I'm fine at 74%. Immersion ruined? Yeah. No, restart a whole damn franchise. Yo, Chase, I do not know, man. That's going to get clipped and sent to them on X. Best believe. So, we ran the ball well, 25 for 19 for 4.7. Not overpowered. We have a good offensive line. Under 5 yards a carry. Only 2 broken tackles. Very okay with that. They were exactly at 4.72. We actually ran the ball quite a bit, you guys. 17 here. 19, 21, 22. 22 runs to 35 passes. I'm okay with that. Justin Jefferson did his thing. Defensively, we know that we had 4 sacks, but this one right here does not count. They were running play action. He was doing the fake handoff, and the offensive lineman didn't touch him, didn't touch Brian Bresci, and he tackled Sam Darnold as he's doing his fake handoff. So that does not count as a sack. It counts as a sack, but you know what I mean. So really, we had 3 sacks. And they had 4 on me because I couldn't get rid of the football, apparently. One interception. Yeah. Overall, pretty good game, y'all. Other than the obvious gaffe at the end. So we are going to go ahead. I'm going to give you guys the sliders, but real quick. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. I'm looking for the right one here. I want to show you guys this for those who don't know. If I can find it. All right, we'll just call it that one. We will watch a couple of them. Let's do this. I'm going to switch over you guys real quick. Oops. Let me go here. Need to go here. And then I need to go. Actually, hold on. I'm going to do it this way. I forgot. There's another way I can do this. Give me 1 second. We're getting this. Is it this one? It's this one right here. Okay, give me a second here. I couldn't remember what scene it was. Okay. Let's I don't want to completely, All right. You guys can see this, right? Yeah, poor Big Papa. He's doing all right. Yo, Tom, thank you for clicking subscribe and welcome, becoming a member. Wow. Thank you for joining the Sim Gaming Network, Tom Rodabush. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Okay, let's go over here. You guys can see this. Just want to make sure you guys can see. Yep, you guys can see it. Okay. I do believe, let me close this down. This is the trailer that had the presentation.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
Yeah, it's in this trailer.
The energy here is really something else, Dick.
Wow, Brad, they're going crazy in the stands right now.
I'm Gus Johnson. Welcome to CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball.
Have Brad Nessler, Nick Patel, Gus Johnson.
This is college basketball at its best.
Yeah, it's worthwhile. I do want to show you guys. There was. Let's do NCAA trailer 10. CBS. Here we go. They absolutely nailed this, you guys. I think it's right here.
Welcome to CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball. Today's game is between the Louisville Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Panthers. And here are two of the players we'll be tracking, and I'm sure our viewers as well. And of course, our starting lineup.
No matter the game, your starting five must be ready to play.
Yeah, man, they absolutely nailed it.
Well, I think it's an honor to have CBS integrated with
have the vibes. Man, do you guys remember that? CBS and ESPN presentation. They got both. They absolutely killed it. And so what was really cool is when you played your games during the season, depending on when they were, you'd have ESPN or CBS. But then, of course, the NCAA tournament was all CBS. And it just had the vibes, man. Just that music just going. Vibes. All right. We'll get off of there. Let's get back to what you guys really are here for. Thank you for hanging out with me all the way through the stream. I'm glad we had a good game. So what I'll do is I'll give you guys the sliders for the user versus CPU. I agree with you, Portland. I really do. We're gonna back out to the main menu and just kind of go through it. Main menu, you only need to set 4 things realistically. Right here. So the big change is injuries drop down to 10. The reason I decided to do this was so in the main menu, injury default is 10, but in franchise, it's at 25 default. And so that's why I've been at 25. Felt like there's number 1 too many injuries, and so I tested out just matching up with main menu. I think the game plays better with it at 10. And as you guys can see, there are still injuries. So I like the game. I think they play a little bit better with it on 10. And so we made that switch back to 10. So you need these 4 right here in the main menu. Everything else, you can leave it alone. Does not matter. I will get Trevor his number 16. Don't worry. I've just been lazy. Yeah, that's if I keep this franchise. I've been telling you, I really want to start a new one. Shoot, I might actually show you those jerseys. I can pull up the team. I can't because I'm logged into Madden. You know what's so stupid? You cannot be logged into Madden and go on the website and look at Team Builder at the same time. You can't do it. How stupid is that? I remember the dude's gamer tag. I could probably pull it up. That's not that important. Anyway, all right, so in here, all pro difficulty. I am on 12-15. You're correct. Home field advantage off, abilities off. That's important. Number 2, you must have the XP sliders that I dropped back in January. Videos on my channel. Just search it. It should pop up if you go to my Madden 25 playlist and just sort by views. It'll be towards the top. I hid the other XP slider video, so there's only one that you'll be able to see. But just do that. Make sure you have the XP sliders because they do impact gameplay. I'm going to get the gameplay sliders last because there's something there you guys won't believe. Auto subs. Okay. Made a change here. So I'm going to give credit where it's due. All year, we've known that the out is tied to aggression, right? The lower the out, the more aggressive they are. The higher, the less aggressive. The in has been trickier. And for a while, felt like the lower the in, the more disciplined they were, the higher the undisciplined. Shout out to J-Rock over in the Discord. He did a lot of testing for CPU versus CPU, and he concluded that, no, that's actually incorrect. Portland, I will DM me in the Discord, and I will send you CPU versus CPU. That the lower you go, the more undisciplined they are. The higher, the more disciplined for the in. And so he told me this, and I went and tested it, and sure enough, what I was actually looking for, it made sense. And I looked at it at all the positions. And when I looked at it, it's like, okay, the lower they are, the more disciplined. And what that would mean, this is how we got the set. So I didn't want the running backs to be less disciplined, right? So when you lower this, they're less disciplined, which means they're less likely to hit the right hole. We wanted this to be higher to make sure that they're hitting the right holes and trying to get yardage and stuff like this. And this is just to boost their aggression a little bit. Wide receiver, same thing. Boost their aggression, lead to more knockouts, more drops, a little bit more undisciplined on their routes, things like that, but not anything crazy. Tight end was also want them aggressive but undisciplined. This is to help lower the amount of targets they're getting, things as well. Would these work on pro? I have no idea. Try it out. Be the guinea pig. Offensive line here, too. Definitely noticed the difference when I compared 100 versus 50 versus 25 versus 1 versus looking at it in instant replay. I'm 100% sold that J-Rock is right. The lower on the in, the more undisciplined. The higher on the in, the more disciplined. And we took that all the way through on the defensive side, too. A linebacker here was tricky because I wanted them to be aggressive, but I also, if they're too aggressive, it nerfs the run game. But you want them to be aggressive enough, but also disciplined enough to attack the tight ends in those short routes. So that the tight ends aren't number one in pass catches every single game, unless they're like a top-rated guy, where then it makes sense. So this is where we have the auto subs here. Cornerbacks, we want them to be, honestly, 50-50. We want them to be able to make a couple mistakes. We don't want it to be where they're always undisciplined and getting torched. We also don't want it to be where they can never get burned. Safeties, we want it the same way for the discipline, slightly less aggression. Why do you want the less aggression? Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, to help the run game. Number 2, to make sure that they weren't overly jumping routes, because safeties are your last line of defenses. So we wanted to make sure that they were staying back and playing their coverage and not being so aggressive that they were potentially getting out of position. You're just going to have deep ball after deep ball after deep ball. Yo, Portland, appreciate you, man. DM me in the Discord. Like I said, I'll send that over to you. So anyway, these are the auto subs. Now we'll go over to the gameplay sliders. We got a couple changes over there from where we've been. A lot of things are staying the same. Couple big changes. One thing that's not changing, the player and CPU skill sliders are all at 50. We had 1 interception with interceptions at 50. 1. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll just put it that way. So all 50 here. Special teams is kind of user preference. I was at 35 for field goal accuracy and punt accuracy 55. That's kind of where I'm at. I just want them to be more accurate with their punts. Try to get more deep pins with the punts instead of just always punt in the back of the end zone. I might actually increase this even further. So, the special teams ones are really user preferences that they don't really have any other impact or anything. Of course, when you hit reset and import like you're supposed to, your 3 game options will pop in that we set them in menu. You're going to leave them. And then here we are. Offside 65. We bumped false start up to 80. So we get a couple more false start calls. Holding, just a slight drop to 45. You will still get holding calls. I've actually, especially in the CPU versus CPU, seen more holding calls at 45 than I did at 50. I don't know. Here's the one that I think we've been at face mask 0 for a long time. Here's the one I think you guys are gonna be like, what? And this is the whole point of the thumbnail. It's so stupid, it's brilliant. DPI at 0. This has been the change for the quarterback play. Is this. Once I tested DPI at 0 and discovered what they were doing and how they're playing, then I was just going in and figuring out the right auto sub for the quarterback and the offensive line to sync up and have them do that, as well as coverage a little bit. This was the game changer. And this was discovered, what's crazy is this was discovered testing it on CPU versus CPU, and they did this. And then when I tested on user versus CPU, you guys have seen they've done it too. They've thrown it down the field, taken deep shots, been more aggressive, been better at avoiding sacks. Overall, it's just been night and day difference in how the quarterback plays. This was the one. 0 DPI. And shit you not. In the CPU versus CPU, we've had 3 DPIs called during the testing, with it at 0. You know how many we had when it's at 95? The fact that we get DPI calls when it's at 0 lets me know, and it's at the same rate that it was getting called at 95, lets me know that this is literally a non. It impacts gameplay, but it has no impact on the call rate. None. Huge impact on gameplay, though. This is the big one right here. Illegal block in the back is the other one. We're down to 0 on that one. It definitely seemed to help them run a little bit more. Unfortunately, the poor playbooks do not see an increase there, but you just saw the Vikings ran it like 22, 23 times against us. This has helped. For teams that will run the ball, the 0 illegal block in the back has helped them run the ball a little bit more. And then intentional grounding off, roughing the kicker, running the kicker off. So another big thing, you guys, is whenever you do this slider change, make sure you once you have the auto subs, the XP sliders, the gameplay sliders set, make sure you go over. Let me advance a week so I can show you what to do. Go over. This is important. It does matter. It really does matter, and I'll show you why. HP breakout. Interesting. Is it gonna? Sorry, I need to show you this, but I don't want to skip my breakout, so we'll just do this real quick. Sorry. He's got a normal dev trait. What does he have? Oh, shit, he just got upgraded? Okay. I didn't even have a thing for him. That's crazy to me. We'll simulate. I don't even care. We'll simulate the weekly strategy. I don't even care. All right, so this is what you want to do. After you put in the auto subs, the XP sliders, the gameplay sliders, go to hit play game. Okay? No, E-Paul, that's coming, brother. That's coming. I actually want to test this whole setup exactly how it is in College Football 25. Other than the physics-based tackling slider, obviously. I want to test it and see how it is. So anyway, did you guys see on the bottom right-hand corner, it'll pop up and say saving profile? It does that whenever you go in there. So you want to go and you do that, and then once you go in the second time, see it says it's just saving the rebuild, but it's not showing the profile. So you want to go in there where it says it's doing the profile save, then you back out. Now you're good to go in and play. That it makes a difference. I don't know what it is, but it makes that difference to just do that. You could also back out to the main menu and load back in if you want to. But those are what we're rocking for user versus CPU sliders. You guys might have seen that I skipped a weekly strategy. No longer am I doing the defend short blitz counter. Do whatever you want to do. I did a lot of testing on this myself, Big Papa. We did a lot of testing with the weekly strategies and the impact that they have in game. And what we determined is that the impact is in a situation where you don't need to be limited to just 2. It doesn't. If you put your offensive game plan is to run inside, it does not mean you'll run the ball inside anymore. It just means you'll have more success when you run inside. So it does not impact play call rate at all. Which also means that when you go to defend short pass, the CPU is throwing mostly medium passes. You're not really gaining anything from that. In fact, you're opening it up more for them. So that's where you want to actually go into your scouting reports and see. I did defend medium pass against the Vikings, I thought, or deep pass, or I don't remember what I did. I know at halftime I think I did defend medium or something like that. So, but anyway, when you go in the scout, you want to see what are they running, and if they run a lot of inside zone or something like that, do defend inside. So now they will be more successful when they run to the outside, but they don't run to the outside nearly as often as they run inside. So it's not like they're just instantly going to recognize that and just start running outside a ton more. It's not how it works. So now you can do whatever you want to do for weekly strategy. I will say if you go defend deep pass, though, you're going to probably get a couple more sacks because when they call those, we know that Madden likes to call 4 verts, like it's going out of style. So whenever they call 4 verts, if your strategy is to defend deep pass, quarterback's going to have nowhere to go with that football. So he's either going to take off and scramble, or he's going to stand there, hold the football for forever, and eat a sack or run backwards. So I would say to be weary of defend neat pass because that can happen. But otherwise, guys, that is the sliders. Does anybody have any questions before we go ahead and end the stream for tonight? Give you guys a couple 30 seconds or so more. If anybody has any questions, I will happily answer them. If not, that'll be the stream. And then I'm going to just look forward to your guys' feedback. So Brandon, I haven't tested the user versus CPU in the online franchise mode. I can tell you that these are very similar to the CPU versus CPU, which I have tested it online, and that works. So that gives me hope that it will work for the online franchise mode. I haven't tested it because my franchise is offline, right? So I don't know, but given that the CPU versus CPU did, and they're very similar, gives me optimism. All right, so it looks like nobody else has any questions. We've had about 2 minutes here. Opportunity for anyone to have any questions, ask it. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. If you do have questions that did not get a chance to answer it, just go ahead, pop in the Discord, and go to the Madden user versus CPU thread and pop your question in there, and I can get to it there. Or you can comment to it on this video once the stream is over. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming through on this Wednesday night, hanging out with me, checking out what I've been doing on Madden. Even though I said I was done working on Madden, here we are. Life's a mystery. But appreciate every single one of you for coming through and hanging out with me. And I hope to see you guys on the next stream. Not sure when that'll be. Hopefully soon, because I want to get more gameplay in your guys' eyes. And I do want to go ahead and test these on College Football 25 as well. We'll be dropping the CPU versus CPU sliders for Madden soon. And then these will be following. Or I'll do these first and CPU later. I'm not really sure. We'll figure it out. But anyway, guys, take care. See you the next one. Peace.